Alright guys, so I'm gonna show you my simple keto breakfast. It's definitely super simple. I have 3 eggs, which are this brand right here. They are organic, large brown, fresh eggs. Now these have no carbs, no sugar whatsoever, so these are great to include for your breakfast on the daily. You get full, and again you have no carbs in them. And I move on with my meats, and I'm using Canadian bacon, and I love this as well because it has no carbs as well. You can use regular bacon as well, but I kind of got tired of it, so I'm just going to use Canadian bacon today. And I'm going to be eating 2 of those with 3 eggs. And to cook the eggs, I'm going to use a little bit of butter. So this is the butter I use, and I use like a tablespoon of butter. And this is good fats, I guess. So this is like my good fat. And then I go ahead and use my baby spinach. With the baby spinach, you do want to measure. You don't want to add so much because these do have carbs, but these are the healthier carbs, but I don't want to eat too much because I want to save the rest of the carbs for later. So here we go. Alright guys, so I am making myself a tuna salad. So this is a tuna that I am using, chunk light tuna. This has 0 carbs. This has 0 carbs. And so I'm going to add a little bit of mayonnaise. I'm sure there's healthier mayonnaise out there, but this is what I have right now. This has 0 carbs as well. I'm going to add, and I added 1 celery stick in here. And I'm also going to place these in romaine lettuce. So I believe I'm going to add maybe 3, because this is like my last. So this is the app that I like to use, and this is Carb Manager. So as you can see, hold on. Alright, so as you can see, I have all my info here, what I ate today, and I just added all the stuff. I just worked out as well, so I'm going to add my workout, and that's going to go down. And I'm going to scan the romaine lettuce just to see, hold on, Darlene. I'm going to scan it just to see how much I can eat. Okay, so as you can see, 0 carbs, so 2 leaves. I think I'm going to add 3. And we got 1 carb on that, and then I have some left. So I didn't really eat so much. 1 gram protein. My protein levels are a little bit lower, so I go above that. And yeah, so I'm gonna add that with my tuna, and that's pretty much it. That's all my meals. I decided to add a little bit of mozzarella on top. And there we have it.
Yay! Let's visit our friend Mr. Elmo.
If you guys crave a lot of soda, I drink this Stevia drink here, and it has 0 carbs, 0 sugars, 0 fat, and 0 calories. And you can find these at Sprouts, Fry's, Target. This is one of my favorites. So I'm treating myself with a ice cream, and I found this at Fry's, and it's only 1 gram net carb. And it's so bomb. It tastes like milk chocolate mixed with whipping cream. Heavy mixed whipping cream. It's so good. Shut up, Bert. I'm in love! And don't worry, I'm drinking water after this. I didn't even finish this cup right here, but I'm drinking some water. Cheers. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be recording the most highly requested video from my Instagram, and it is my keto journey video. I'll try to keep this as short as possible. Like I said, I am really trying to give you guys the best information possible with keto. I'm obviously a beginner at this, so if there's anything that I've stated wrong or if I need to do something different, you guys could definitely let me know in the comment section what you guys suggest. But I'm gonna let you know what has worked for me, what I've been doing that has worked for me, and all that good stuff, you know? I did ask on Instagram, you know, what questions you guys had for me so I can answer on this video. So I do have it on my phone, and I will be reading off those questions and answering them to you guys. So the biggest and most asked question before I go into the questions is, why did I start keto? So as you guys may know, I gave birth to my son about 7 months ago. Losing baby weight is not easy. It's extremely hard. This is my second one. With my first previous pregnancy, I gained so much weight. I didn't want to go through that again. Obviously a year or 2 years before before I got pregnant, I lost about, how much did I lose? I lost a good amount of weight. I weighed 200 pounds with my first pregnancy, and I was weighing 145, toned up. I was good, girl. I was looking hella good. And so I was really, really good. I was healthy. I was active. I definitely lost so much weight. And then I got pregnant. So with that, from 145 and then leaving the hospital after birth, I was 189. So that was a good amount of weight. Obviously, after birth, you have to just relax. The cuarentena, girl, you have to take that serious. I did have to wait a good 3 months or so to really work out softly. Then I started picking up my weights, I would say probably like 3.5, 4 months into postpartum. So with that, I had lost maybe like 15 to 20 pounds. Because I did breastfeed the first month, but it didn't really make me lose the weight that I wanted to lose. So I just wanted to tone. I wanted to do so many things, but obviously you have to take it slow. After that, I started hitting the weights, but I followed that regular diet that I used to do back in the day, which was eating right, counting my calories, eating 1,200 calories a day. I was trying to do the most, and I felt like the weight was coming off very, very slow. And it felt so different. Obviously, my body isn't the same like it used to be. Maybe the process of losing and shedding the fat and all the water weight was a little bit slower for my second time having a baby, but I was just so frustrated. I had a event coming up, so I wanted to look good and healthy. So I decided to do the keto diet. And so the keto diet is pretty much like a high fat, no carb, no sugar. Well, carbs, yes, but not so high in carbs. So it's mainly just high in fat diet, pretty much. And so that's something that was super confusing to me. And so that's definitely something that you really want to investigate. You really want to know what the keto diet is and how to do it. I obviously went straight in without even knowing what the hell I'm doing. So it's definitely a lesson learned with a lot of things. You know, I did a lot of errors, and now I'm here getting the hang of it. And I just really, really push you guys to really figure out what this diet is, or else it just might be very unhealthy for you. So my first question is, how much did you lose the first week? The first week from the keto diet, I lost about 10 pounds that first week. 10 pounds. Like, that's crazy. I was so shocked. I was just so happy because you felt the difference, and everything went by so fast. Mind you, I was working out, I was eating what I was supposed to be eating, and I shed those 10 pounds in a week. And my pant size went down from a size 10 to a size 7 Now I'm a size 5, so it's going good, you know. Shit, I was like, hey, let's keep it going. The question was top 3 things you wish you knew when you first started keto and know now. First of all, I thought the keto diet was, obviously it's high in fat, but I also thought, you know, throw in some veggies here and there. I would add so much tomato into my meals, lettuce, all the different veggies. I just thought vegetables was okay in the keto diet, but in reality is some of these vegetables are high in carbs, like lettuce, tomato isn't super high in carbs. Definitely want to measure your meals, and that's why it's so important to measure your meals, and also calculating and inputting your meals into like these apps that help you know how much you should eat in a day. That's something that I definitely had to learn with the vegetables. So I Googled, I asked my friend, and I made sure I ate the right vegetables. So the main vegetables that I would eat romaine lettuce, which I would eat like maybe 2 slices a day. No tomatoes. I stay away from tomatoes. I usually eat asparagus. Asparagus wrapped in bacon is probably one of my favorite veggies to kind of eat throughout the day. But I do have to count those as well, because those count as carbs as well. Spinach, I would throw so much spinach in my egg, and my friend was like, girl, that is so much carbs. So you need to actually measure your spinach to see how much you're intaking in carbs. That's when measuring came into place, and the scale. And I'm still learning that damn scale. I don't even know how to work it, but it comes with a booklet, and you just pretty much input what you're putting into the plate. So it has like different codes. That way it can calculate it right. I'll link everything down below. And that's how I would measure how much spinach I should be adding into my egg in the morning. Usually like a cup would be, I don't know, like maybe 2 to 3 carbs. So that's something that I definitely need to watch and definitely learned as the day went by. One other thing is reading the labels. I would not read the labels, and anything that said keto was definitely high in carbs as well. So I have a limit of carbs per day, and that is 12 net carbs that I can intake throughout the day. So that's very, very low. And that's why it was very important for me to track all my foods, what I was eating, and all that stuff. So definitely the app that I highly recommend is Carb Manager. So Carb Manager, let me put it up. So it looks like this. Come on. So it looks like this. This is brand new. I didn't even input my meals today. I should, girl. I should. But it's definitely free. And as you can see, I have all my macros. Oh, it's not going to show you guys. So it has all my macros. So I have 12 grams net carbs a day. It also has the total carbs I consumed that day, total of fiber, grams of fat that I should be eating. So here it says 150 grams of fat. So that's a lot. That's a lot, okay? That's a lot. And then here it says 25 grams of protein, which my friend did tell me that it was something that I need to increase just by a little. She takes about what, like 70 grams of protein a day. So I do go a little bit over that. And then my total calories per day is 1,190. That's my total calories. And then you can input the steps throughout the day. You can input your workouts and all that stuff. And it just tells you every single thing. And this helps me so much. So Carb Manager is probably one of my favorite apps to really write down all my info through the day. All right, so the next question is, on a cheat day, what do you typically eat? How often do you have a cheat day? So with cheat days, I normally eat, I usually go to restaurants during the weekends. I don't cook Fridays or Saturdays, so those are like my days off from home, you know? So I usually eat a lot of protein products like steaks and all that stuff. I try to stay away from onion, but that day I usually indulge in a little bit of onion, because onions do have a shitload amount of carbs, you know, and that's something we have to stay away from if you're doing like that clean keto style. But other than that, I usually indulge into more steak, more high in calorie, I guess you can say, meals. So I just go over a little bit in my calories, and I usually do this like once a week. That's like my little treat and reward to myself. But I did break off my keto. Like I broke up with keto when I went to Vegas. So I definitely did not stay keto, and it took me about maybe 4 days to get back onto ketosis. What fats do you use? Oils, butter? I use both, but mostly butter. I love butter. Butter, butter, butter. I love butter. I love my butter. So I definitely stick to butter, and the butter that I love to use is the Irish butter. It's like that gold looking packaging. I'll post all the links down below of the products, but that's my favorite butter to use or to cook with. I cook that with my eggs in the morning. I cook that with my meat sometimes. It's so good with chicken. But that's something that I normally use on the daily. There's healthier options, but I stick to my butter, girl. The coffee, how do you make it? So a lot of people are like so shook with the coffee that I make. It's a popular coffee for keto, and it's super easy to do. Heavy whipping cream, your coffee of your choice, some ice, and pretty much what else do I put in there? Creamer. I put like a sugar-free creamer, you know, and that's pretty much it. And it's a bomb coffee. I've never had coffee with heavy whipping cream before. If you have not tried heavy whipping cream in your coffee, it's gonna change your life. Like, done. You know, this was something that was kind of stopping me from doing keto, and it was my sugary coffee drinks. I am very serious when it comes to my coffees. And my husband knows this, everyone knows this. And I really thought I was gonna suffer with this, but nope, I am enjoying it. You can buy this recipe on Starbucks as well. Just tell them you want no classic, heavy whipping cream, grande coffee. Okay, hold on, let me start all over. They kind of hate you for this because it's like a long list. So I do ask for an iced coffee, grande, in a venti cup with heavy whipping cream, sugar-free vanilla, no classic, and heavy whipping cream. That's it. Oh, and cinnamon. Sugar-free cinnamon in there as well. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's the best coffee ever, and it's so bomb. That's the only drink I order from Starbucks, and that's the only drink I do in my house. So heavy whipping cream is fully stocked in my fridge. Where do you get your information from keto? App, Google, YouTube. So I definitely Googled. I did my research a little bit, but I also have a friend who has been on keto for about 2 years or so. I mean, her name is I am Daniela Q. I will post her link on my bio, but she is the first person I ran to about keto. So she definitely guides me through everything. She helps me a lot. I annoy her with so many questions. I blew up her phone like so many times. I just wanted to do this right. And she definitely took the time to help me out with this, and she's such a helper as well. So I'm going to post her Instagram, and she usually posts a lot of keto stuff and information about it as well. So I'll definitely link her account, and she is such a great help. I love her so much. What's your most basic and quick keto meal? Huevos, girl. Eggs, cheese is your best friend on keto, hands down. So usually my meals, like if I have no time, eggs. Eggs have no carbs. They fill you up so good. They're perfect for keto. Cheese is like the perfect keto thing. And also anything, I would say protein wise, like tuna. Tuna is so easy because mayo is keto as well. So tuna and mayo is my thing too. So tuna in a can, mayo, pepper, and that's my go-to meal as well. It's super quick, it's super easy. The other ones are more like meal prep meals. I mean, a lot of people always tell me, you know, you have to cook your meals during keto, and I feel like that's totally false. I meal prep as well. I take a week out of the day to cook like ground beef, ground chicken, throw in a little bit of asparagus, broccoli, into the meal preps, and you don't have to cook throughout the week, you know? So that's definitely a helpful tip. Just meal prep your meals and you're good to go. Another question is, do you check your blood ketone levels? If so, what are they like? So one thing that I use to make sure that I'm on ketosis, if I am in the healthiest way in ketosis, is this baby right here. I got this from Amazon, and these are keto strips. So these are test strips. So you just pee on these strips and it literally tells you if you're on ketosis or not. So one thing that I was so confused in the beginning was, as you see the colors right here, this is negative, all the way over here, the clear spot, all the way to the larger part, which is the darkest red. So I would always test at the darkest red, and I thought I was on super keto, you know, but this is the most unhealthiest way to be on keto. This means pretty much you are definitely super dehydrated. Now this is something that I had to learn as well. I had no idea what this meant, and I just, like I said, I thought I was on super keto, but water intake is very important. Taking your electrolytes is very important. I really thought taking your electrolytes was not necessary. I didn't take that serious, but it's definitely serious. I was super dehydrated. My stomach did end up getting bloated that one time I had talked about, and it was so bad. You feel very yucky, and I wasn't losing weight like how I started off that week because I wasn't drinking enough water and I wasn't taking my electrolytes. So the electrolytes that I drink for now is Powerade. Powerade, sugar-free, is my electrolyte intake. Wow, that's a tongue twister. So after changing all that, I ended up being here at 1.5 to 4.0. So that's where you want to be, and that's like a moderate, steady ketosis, the most healthiest, I guess you can say. So this is where I am now, and usually when I feel yucky, I end up taking this, and then if I'm in the red section here, that means I need to drink so much more water and take more of my electrolytes. So these are definitely very helpful, just to make sure you're on the right track and if you're in the healthiest way possible. Is it necessary to count macros when going on keto? I find that difficult. So there's different types of keto. There's dirty keto, there's clean keto, which I am doing, and there is lazy keto. So lazy keto is pretty much where you just eat whatever you want. You just don't count your macros. When it comes to clean keto, this is something that I'm doing. It's more serious. You have to track every single meal, anything that you take during the day, and it's obviously super healthy. Dirty keto is something that you just indulge in crazy stuff, whatever you want, keto based, and you know, you don't count your calories, you go over your calories. It is much more like junk food type of keto, so it's definitely not the healthiest, but people still lose weight. So I mean, I don't know, I just feel like clean keto is more towards with what I want to do, but it's definitely up to you. But if you want to lose weight the healthy way, then definitely clean keto, you have to count and input everything you eat. List of beginner foods and recipes. So like I said, I'll try to post what I eat in the day videos. I'll post 2 clips that I recorded onto this video so I can show you guys how easy meals are. Honestly, like it's not even that hard. It's just adding fat. So that's pretty much it for today, guys. I am going to be doing a more in-depth video for you guys about keto. I am going to be asking my friend to come with me to record like an in-depth actual keto video for you guys. I feel like this is more of just answering the basic questions, and I hope I answered them, every single question that you guys might have had. But other than that, if you guys have more questions, you guys can follow me on my Instagram. You guys can message me and I'll try to answer you guys as much as I can. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.